Konami Studios.
Billionaire Island, issue 6. The finale. Wow. This was really interesting. I mean, I've loved the whole series, but this was just incredibly powerful and impactful. I think it really showed you things never really change, do they? Like, it's just gut punch it sometimes. So, I was mistaken. In the last issue, I thought they just incapacitated Rick Canto, but they killed him. Rick Canto is dead. He is no longer with us. So now all of our other people from Freedom Unlimited on Billionaire Island are like, what are we going to do in order to survive? We could do a lot of bad stuff here. But none of them were really aware of the prisoners who escaped in the last issue as well. So suddenly, all of our prisoners, the reporter, Shelley Bly, she goes on this radio show, or even it's like a television program talking to, like, you know, one of those hosts of daytime. And they're like, here's everything Rick Canto did and all the people on Billionaire Island did. And it's just like, I was there to do certain things. I was there to report on it. He locked me up for asking too many questions, for doing too many things wrong. I was an intern there. And you just see, like, they acknowledge that they killed him. They're just like, we killed him. It was on international waters. Like, you can't do anything. He was a bad man. He did bad things. The point of Billionaire Island was you could get away with this stuff. So we kind of did what he wanted, in a sense, right? Like, that's kind of what happened. And they do have a sample of, like, the corn chips that would be used for the sterility drug, right? So the thing that would kind of, like, help move humanity along in a progression where the rich could survive but the poor would die. That kind of a situation. They got a sample of it, luckily. They're able to have it tested, and yes, it turns out that this was actually going to be released into the mass market. And now our stocks for all our big people, like our Ron Fang, like everyone, the movie studios, the rich, the elite, they're all losing their money fast, and they don't really know how they're going to survive or how they can manage. And suddenly a lot of people are evicted from Billionaire Island because they are not worth billions anymore. They are literally worth like hundreds of thousands, and it's not enough for them because they need to be worth more. Or even some guy who's like worth $400 million gets evicted from the island just because he's not a billionaire, he can't stay. So it's just all of our rich people, they're having dinner, eating rhinoceros and tarantulas and orangutans because the rich are pricks. That's what Mark Russell's always trying to say in a lot of his books. And you just see them, okay, so we gotta figure out what to do. And it's Ron Fang who kind of has this idea where he's going to call up this podcaster. It's a podcaster, pretty much. But he's like this right-winged, southern, heavy Christianity guy who can convince the masses to buy the corn chips and to use the sterility drug because why not? He's going to make money from it. And he just gives like this huge speech. This podcaster is like, yeah, well, you know what I see when I look at this company that's making these chips? I see hard-working individuals. I see tons of jobs. I see families happy. God bless America and all that. And then suddenly prices go right back up. And the world's going to end because of it. Because nothing ever really changes. So Mary, our leading man, all the people involved on the newscast just saying, these are bad, don't eat them. Their efforts were pointless because the power of money talks and the power of free speech talks even more. So that's kind of terrifying, isn't it? And it just comes like we see our leading man. He's at the grave of his wife and his daughter, and their names are Arrow. I don't know. Do we ever learn his name? I can't remember. And you just see like, wow, this really meant nothing. He didn't really get his revenge. Rick Canto may be dead, but what did it solve? The world is still going on with the drug that he tried to stop. Nothing ever really changes, and it's kind of depressing. A weird, really sad note to end on. I like it too that Business Dog, do you guys remember Business Dog? He is still the head of everything, but he's just eating lunch one day, you know, he's just kind of hungry, there's all the bowls laid out in front of him, and some idiot put down the bowl that said, sell all the stocks, sell everything. So suddenly, every big business in the world, everything, starts to lose money because they're not investing anymore, to where the most profitable investment is to buy up a llama farm, and kill llamas or like make sweaters or something out of their wool or just whatever. Llamas are suddenly the future income, and that's how you can make your money. And you just see there's this great shot of all these millionaires and billionaires and all these high up people just jumping off of rooftops because they literally lost all their money because a dog was hungry and ate a bowl that he wasn't supposed to eat out of. Oh, the rich are weird. Look, it's not always like this in the real world. Obviously, this is satirical to the point of the extreme. But just the way it plays up, it works so natural in this book where everyone's just so interested in what this dog does. that the world literally falls apart because the dog was hungry. I love it. It's just insane. Just insane. It's just such a weird book. So much of it's just bizarre and dumb, and nothing really matters. So no lessons are really learned at the end of this. You could, come out and talk about the stuff that's wrong, but the rich will always find a way to go against you, and then ultimately they'll be the ones to destroy themselves. So it's like a never-ending cycle that doesn't really end. And then we just get Shelley. She's writing this book, and it's like, yeah, that's Billionaire Island. A bunch of bullshit. Nothing really happened, and everybody just kind of themselves over. Oh man, I'm happy this book exists. I really think this was, I don't want to say a flagship of Ahoy Comics right now, but it was the one at Ahoy I was like, I want to read this. I've read The Planet of the Nerds. I want to pick up some of their other titles. But this really made me happy. I really do enjoy Ahoy Comics. I can't wait to see what else they're going to produce. I know we got another version of Second Coming coming out, which I'm like, that's awesome. But I'm very excited to see what this company can provide for us and see what's next down the line. So Billionaire Island, it's worth the read. If you liked any of Mark Russell's other works, it's right up there with the best of them. It's better than his worst. Let me put it that way. Is it as good as Flintstones or Snagglepuss? I don't think so. But it's right up there with Prez and Second Coming. So check them out if you like it. He's a great writer. You'll enjoy his stuff. So I'm going to give Billionaire Island issue 6 a 10 out of 10. It's definitely earned that title, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.